Hello guys, welcome to the channel. I hope you all are fine and doing great. Today we are going to discuss this asteroid collision problem of GFG. So let's move on to the problem guys. So here we are given a array asteroids of size n which represent an asteroid in a line. So here asteroids are either of positive sign means like 3 5 or can be minus 3. Now minus 3 means uh, asteroid are moving toward left and positive sign mean asteroid are moving toward right. Okay guys, so here it is given positive mean right, negative means left, and now each asteroid moves at same speed, and we have to find out the state of asteroid after all collision, like how collision will occur. Suppose one asteroid moving there, other moving there, so there is a collision between them and there are some condition which determine the state of the effect of this particular collision. So we have to find out the final state of the asteroid. So what happens if two asteroid meet? If the smaller one will explode. Okay, like suppose if this is 3, this is minus 2, so minus 2 is smaller. We have to look at the absolute value, like absolute value of 3 is 3, absolute value of 2 is 2, so this one will gonna to collide, means explode, means we have only three collide, we have only three asteroid after the collision and two will explode. Now suppose if we have minus 5 here and 3 here. Now its absolute value 5, it is 3, so 3 will gonna to explode. Now suppose so we have remained with only minus 5. Suppose if we have 3 and minus 3, if they both collide, then what will happen? Both of them will collide, both of them will gonna explode. We don't have minus 3, we don't have 3, because they both will explode each other. So this is given, if both same side, both will explode. Okay, and suppose if there are two uh, one is moving this direction, other is also moving this direction, so two asteroid moving in same direction, then they cannot be meet each other. Why? Because suppose we have a unit, this is at position 1, this is at position 1, this is at position 0. Suppose there is only a single unit, then it will also move one unit, it will also move one unit. So this asteroid move one unit, this asteroid move one unit, so both of move one unit, so they cannot meet each other. Okay guys, so what we have to do? So here, after looking at all the constant, one thing is very clear, that after all the collision, however array will look like, there are some array which the last part of array only contain positive, because after one point all the right direction collisions occur, and uh, all the right direction element will move to a particular this direction, and all the left asteroid will come to this direction. Okay guys, so what will happen? This part will contain only minus element, because after doing all the collision, this is minus, this is plus. Okay, there are suppose many plus, so either it will gonna explode, or either it will pass out each of them and will come here. If once it will pass out all the asteroid in the array, then what, it cannot pass out any asteroid, because suppose here one more negative element, then it will also come, then it will come here. Now they both move in this direction, and as I told, they cannot meet each other. So if once asteroid pass whole array, then it cannot meet any other element. Okay, so how can we say element or asteroid are same thing? Because I don't have a habit of calling asteroid, because array is just an element, so we don't confuse in it. So after final array will look like minus then plus. Okay, so what we are gonna to do in this direction, we will traverse from n minus 1 to 0. And what we will do, if my current value of asteroid is negative, if my current element is negative, then we will take a stack and push back that particular asteroid index at my I. This stack will contain that particular ith element. Now if my element is positive, means it is positive, so it is general a basic thing that all the minus element will gonna to collide with this element. Now guys, what we will do, till my positive value is greater than these values, like here 3, here minus 2, minus 1, then minus 5. Now how our stack will look like after reaching 3? It will contain 0, 1, 2 and 3. It will contain 3, then it will reach 1, it will contain 2, it will contain 1. Now when it come at 0, then it will say it is a positive value. So now we will gonna to try like whether this will exploit or this will exploit, because at least one will gonna exploit. Both can also exploit, but one will all gonna exploit at least. These are index. Now one index value -2 is less than 3, it will gonna exploit. So we will delete 1 at 2. Suppose this is our array. Suppose for a minute. Now we are at index 2, value 1, absolute value. We are talking about absolute value. Minus and plus will just show the direction. 1 is the altitude, means aptitude. I exactly don't know. Like in graph, what we did, attitude, I think, or altitude, whatever be the. So its value is 1. So 1 is less than 3. This will go and exploit. We will delete 2. Now its value 5. It's 3. So this will go and exploit. This will go and exploit. And now what we can do? What we can do? We can move forward to next index. Means our 3 will and 4 will remain as it is, because when this -2 collide with 3, -2 explode, then 1 will explode. When -5 collide with this 3, 3 will collide, 3 will explode, and -5 continue its journey. And suppose for a minute, if this is not -5, this is 3, suppose, then when we exploit -1 and -2, then when it come at 3, we will so value is 3, 3. So 3 will gonna explode, 3 will gonna explode. Both of them will gonna to explode. Okay guys, this is basic funda. And after doing all the iteration, when I will reach -1, means all array complete. Now I know my all the stack will contain my minus element, means all the minus element that after doing some collision pass out the complete array. And if once they complete the array, they will not gonna to have face any more collision. So these are the final negative array. And in my this vector of asteroid, what I will do, all the positive value, like suppose here we have a 9. Suppose for a minute here we have a 9, but before it our array will be empty, so we will not gonna to do any work. So here we have 9. So first of all we will push back all, we will take a vector answer, then all the minus value of stack, then we will traverse array once, and all the positive value we will gonna to push back in end of it. Why positive value? Because what we are doing, when these three and these three are collide, now what is the condition to check whether they are collide or not? This is -3, so we will not gonna change this, but we will change this to -1, because -1 means if this array contain -1 means it will already handle by S, or this is a collide, this is a exploded asteroid. Okay guys, because all our stack will handle all the negative elements, mean all the element that will move there, uh, and our array will remain like 9. It is positive, it is positive. All the positive element will be handled by my uh, array itself. So all the positive remaining element are the asteroid that are remain in my vector after faces different collisions. So we will gonna push back them at my end of the vector. So this is simple approach. You may be having any doubt, but just try run it, and also you can comment out as well. So we'll take a stack, try a reverse loop. If vi less than 0 means it is a negative element, and all negative element are handled by our stack. Now else means it is a positive element. So while I have some element and the minus, why we take minus? Because for taking the value of -1 to 1, we will take minus, like minus of -1 will be gives us 1. So this is what basically we are doing. So minus of s dot top, s dot top is the index, means like v1, v2, v3, v4. Okay, v3 and minus means the value. If ith value is greater, then it means the negative element will gonna to explode. So we will remove that particular index from my stack. Now else, after doing all the element, now it means either our element is complete, means we have removed all the smaller element, like suppose for example here is -5, uh, not -5, here is 5, here -1, -2, -3. One will collide, one will because of 5 1 will explode, 2 -2 will explode, -3 will explode. So we does not have any element, either this condition occur, or suppose we have something like -5. or either we have some equal element. So this while loop will gonna to work because now both is condition fails. Now what is current value? Current value is -5 now. So there are two cases. 5 can be like the magnitude are equal. If magnitude are equal, what we have to do? If magnitude of both are equal, we have to make it minus, means the positive element will gonna to explode, and negative element is also gonna to explode. So we will change all, like this is for positive, this is for negative element. Now else suppose it is -8, so for 8 is greater than 5, so what it means? Positive element will gonna to explode and negative will remain as it is. So we will just change the vi to -1 and stack will remain as it is. We are not gonna to change stack. Now after doing all the iteration, we will take a vector of answer. Now while I have some negative element remaining, answer dot push back the ith VIA negative element and remove that particular from our stack. Now for auto, I means the all element of my V, all asteroid. If ith value is greater than 0, means this is not explode from any minus element. Like you can see, if it will gonna to explode, Vi will be equal to -1. -1 is less than 0. So this condition will never be gonna to true. So we will push back ith element. This I will represent the element. Like here, if I am running a loop for iv, then it I means 3, then 5, then -3, one by one all element. Then at last I just need to return my answer. Initially I use priority queue, but then I look like I don't need queue, so I use stack. Okay guys, one all 163 test cases pass out. And here time complexity, this is on loop, this is maximum on loop. Maximum, suppose if all element are negative, this is also on loop, suppose if all element are positive. So maximum we are running o3 into n, maximum o3 into n, that is on. And each element I am gonna to push back in my stack at most one, and removing it at most once. Okay, so time complexity will remain on, like o4 into n something, but so 4 into n will be n. So I hope you will understand the problem. If you have any doubt, then just comment out. I will try my best to explain you. Please subscribe the channel, like the video, and check out my channel for more these type of videos. Thank you for watching this, guys. Stay tuned.